Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Stanfield here. Just dropping another quick video on you. I'm trying not to make it too long, but it's in reference to having your pilot's license. So I entitled this pilot's license to compare it to an actual pilot. So are you a pilot at this point in time in your life? Are you trying to get your pilot's license? Are you trying to become a pilot? And I'm saying that figuratively, right? So having a pilot's license is just basically allowing you to be able to navigate from one point to another, from point A to point B. So just like a pilot has a schedule, so should you, right? So just like a pilot has a vehicle to get from point A to point B, so should you, right? So let's look at it like this. When a pilot goes and says, okay, I have to travel, I have to figure out my destination first and foremost, right? So once they figure out, okay, what's the destination? What's my itinerary, right? You gotta have that in place, you have to, right? So once you figure out what that is, then you say, okay, am I certified, am I qualified to use this particular vehicle to get to that destination, right? That's the plane, right? So you say, okay, cool, I got the vehicle, so I need fuel, right? What's the fuel? The fuel is the motivation, you know what I'm saying? So how motivated are you? And that determines how much fuel you have in order to get this vehicle in motion, up in the air, and to be able to sustain that momentum in order to get from point A to point B, right? So once you get up in the air, you're like, okay, boom, you know, I'm feeling this. Oh, it's beautiful out here, you know. You still got that that agility, you know. You still happy, you still you know, in a state that where it's like everything is beautiful because it's a new venture for you, right? But eventually you're gonna face some turbulence, right? We all do, promise you. As a real hardcore entrepreneur myself, I face many challenges. So I wanted to give y'all this video to let you know turbulence is gonna come. You know, it's inevitable. But the thing about it is how you deal with that turbulence in your life, or in that particular route that you take, you know, to be able to accomplish something in life. So the turbulence could be something like, oh man, I lost my job, right? The turbulence could be something like, oh man, I came up short on, you know, the rent this month. You know, the turbulence could be something like, hey, a family member passed away, you know, something like that, where what turbulence really does is takes you off course. So you as a pilot, you still have to say, okay, I still know where I'm going, but when I face this turbulence, how am I going to get over this turbulence? What do I need to do to get back on track? And that's the whole point about, you know, being a pilot. You have to stay focused in order to get to that other side, to get to that destination, right? So once you figure that out, you get back on course. Because think about it, even with a plane, so if that plane is, let's just say, 1 foot off after turbulence, and it takes you 1 foot off, 6 inches even, you can go to a whole nother location, a whole nother country, a whole nother island that you had not anticipated going to, and that was not your destination. If there's anything there when you get to that, if you don't correct it. And that's what I call recalibrating, right? You got to recalibrate after you face any type of turbulence on your journey. So once you recalibrate, then that ensures that you still on course to get to where you need to go. Because if not, you could run out of fuel, you know, and it happens every day, especially for business owners and entrepreneurs. You run out of fuel every single day, or people run out of fuel every single day, and they crash and burn. And that's when they give up. That's ultimately what that means. So if you stay, when turbulence comes and you stay on course and you keep recalibrating, I don't care how many times it takes. If you got to recalibrate 1,000,000 times, do it. Keep going. Just know that you need to have that fuel, again, fuel being motivation, in order to move on, to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep flying. So you might say, well dang, Chris, you know, what if I ain't in a plane right now? What if that ain't my situation? What if I'm on a scooter? Still, same difference. You still got to have a vehicle. You still got gotta have a fuel. Maybe your dreams and aspirations aren't as big as everybody else's. So what? You still gotta be able to get from point A to point B. You still gonna have, if you ain't got turbulence in the air, if you ain't flying, your dreams and goals ain't up there, in the sky like that, if you trying to stay level-headed on level ground, or you just starting off and you on a scooter type situation, you still got potholes to look out for, right? So you still got red light, green light, stop and go. So there's still always some force of opposition, and no matter what you do, what you try to accomplish. So keep that in mind. But for those who are flying high, you know what I'm saying, get your pilot's license. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Stanfield here, man, it was a pleasure. I appreciate y'all time. Y'all take care of one another out here. Love.